Play tight and play physical.
They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Pushes toward the goal line. And he's in! Touchdown, Michigan!
I really love that first drive by the offense. It always seemed like they were just one step ahead of the D, and a nice job there down close. When the defense knew they were going to run the football, being more physical, running it in on 3rd down to get the touchdown.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Fielded in the end zone. It's Davison. He gets a block. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
Is there a better way to respond than right there? Like, first possession, your defense gives up a touchdown, and the kick return unit creates the excitement and goes right down the field, makes the huge play, and grabs the momentum back in this football game.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. He'll bring it out. It's Marsh. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
What a play by this defense. You got the offense backed up. You stay aggressive, break on the football, make a big play, and your offense is jacked up inside the 5-yard line with a chance to punch this in and get some points on the board.
And the sudden change magnified for this defense as it's 1st and goal. Finds his big tight end. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. The Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up. Trying to pound it in. Brought down short of the end zone, and that will bring up 3rd and goal. This crowd knows when to bring it. They'll run it on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Ducks! Excellent pass by the back on the option. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Throwing, Underwood. Trying to escape and get it himself. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. And here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass, it's Underwood. Escapes the pressure to his right. Fires to the wideout. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And that is the beautiful thing about zone coverage. Everybody's eyes are on the quarterback, and they're supposed to break on the football. They see the slant, they break on it, get a hand on it. Nice job by this defense with vision on the quarterback.
Play fake, Underwood. Quarterback floating away from pressure. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. And the Wolverines are flying down the field. Running inside. It's Marshall. There he goes. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
And, man, another nice run. And you can just see the balance. You can see the toughness. This guy's really good at what he does, and they're going to continue to feature him. He's already got one touchdown on the day, and I imagine he'll continue to be a focal point for this offense, and he better be for this defense.
They'll run it. It's Marshall. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Escapes the pressure going right. Touchdown, Michigan! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that is a huge touchdown for the offense and also a big momentum shifter in this game because now if they kick the extra point, they tie this game, anything could happen.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, and knocked it right down the middle. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Coming out with it, it's Davison. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Moore. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Makes the catch down the right side. He's loose. Touchdown, Ducks. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And how about that? Wasting no time. You go down, you give up 6 with your defense, but you come out aggressive. First play, Palmer, take a shot down the field and go make a big play.
You're seeing both of these offenses now, David, have success trading blows these last 2 drives. If this keeps up, we're going to have a barn burner.
He'll bring it out. It's Marsh. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. first drive comes from the 13-yard line. Here's Underwood to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. And if that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Man, sometimes as a quarterback, man, you're sitting on that sideline and you watch the other guy go out and just deal, right? And put together a drive, score a touchdown, and you want to come out and you want to answer and you want to be aggressive. And sometimes you take shots, sometimes you force things. So I would recommend to him, just stay within the offense, take what the defense gives you. Don't be too aggressive.
Fires downfield. For the third straight play, the pass falls incomplete.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Looks it in at the 40. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Direct snap. It's Bear. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. More importantly, we have an early barn burner here. Both teams firing on all cylinders, as our stats will show you. First play of the period will be a second down. Direct snap. There's a crease. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Snap to the back. Pressure coming. He'll try to do it, turning it on. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. And the Ducks will line it up on 1st and 10. Here's Moore to throw. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! He got it, feet down in bounds. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, and it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he makes the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they put the points on the board with that 37-yard touchdown pass. They already have the lead, and they apparently want more here in the first half, going for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
We're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense could do. You've got to make them pay for gambling.
So here comes the Michigan offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Hey, kill it, kill it. 214 close, 214 close.
Underwood. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Ample time in the pocket and lets it go to the left. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Throwing, Underwood. Flushed out of the pocket. He wants it all. Touchdown, Wolverines. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. The returner will field it and try to do some business. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Throwing more. He's looking deep. Makes the catch on the left. The 10. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, first and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. Moore to the air. Got out of trouble and throws. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Ducks!
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. In the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last 2 plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
He'll bring it out. It's Marsh. Solid return, decent field position as he goes out of bounds at the 30. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. He lets one fly deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. He's not afraid to go deep. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30.
139 Albatross. 139 Albatross.
From the gun, wants to pass. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Hauls it in. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line. It'll be first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided, on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
The pass is incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield, and that shot the quarterback took might have been a little too much. They're desperate to do anything they can to try to slow down this guy who's just been spinning bean all day. A little carried away with that roughing penalty. Here's Underwood to throw. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got quarterbacks who make good decisions. And on a 2nd and short play, you're throwing it, you're trying to catch the defense napping, you might take a shot, nothing there. Go get...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
And, man, I love his courage to run the football. And I think it's necessary for the team. Sometimes you got to do that. But, man, see the surroundings, right? Like, knowing guys are around you. He gets hit late at the end of that play, and he got decked. You do not want to take those shots throughout a game. They will add up, and sometimes it will affect your throwing. That's too big of a hit to be taken for this quarterback.
Underwood. Looking to the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
It's hard in this area throwing over this big defensive line. They've got long arms. You saw it right there, knocking that ball down on 2nd down.
390 Twilight. 390 Twilight.
Play action with Underwood. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Now Oregon will call it 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. He splits the uprights. It's our forced to settle for the field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Hill. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Dante Moore. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Moore will throw. Fires to the middle. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
On the direct snap, it's Bear. Could be an alley. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Ducks!
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Wolverines will kick it off to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hill. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen.
He uncorks one deep. Reels it in down the left side. Off to the races. Touchdown, Oregon! And the beatdown has ensued. This dude is revving his engine like that duck coming out on a motorcycle. He is putting up points and finding the promised land.
And it's nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, they just keep finding at Oregon is trigger men. Not only throw the football, but guys who can pick them up and put them down and make big plays.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Throwing, Underwood. Looking for a deep man. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Stepping to the right. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Love the coverage on the back end by the defense on that play. In these scramble-type situations, the quarterback's rolling out to his right. Everything breaks down, and it really gets hard on these defenders to have to stay with their man, but a good job there by the defense.
Finds his big tight end. Tackled right at the 43-yard line, and this D didn't let him sniff that first down marker.
Well, I got to give the defense credit on that. Third down, they were almost anticipating some throws to the outside. They took it all away, so they forced the quarterback to go into the middle of the field on the drag route where everybody could converge on the receiver and make the tackle short of the first down.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. Fourth down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play, and you've got to make the play for your quarterback.
Catch inside the 25. Racing to the right. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Ducks.
Well, you got to give the quarterback a lot of credit on that one, David. As soon as he recognized man coverage, there was no question where he was going to be looking. One of the fastest wide receivers in the game.
I was about to say, you credit the quarterback. It's his speed. You play him man-to-man, he gets open, he wins. I'm not sure why we're crediting the quarterback. He's got jets.
He'll bring it out. It's Chambers. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
Moore. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Ducks! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. He scores for the 5th time in this game.
And I love the play call on offense there. It's a sudden change situation. You just got the turnover. You're now going to take a shot because you got the defense on their heels after they're back on the field quickly. Really nice play call.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. Coming out with it, it's Marsh. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Rushes on him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
And I thought the game plan has been so good by this defense, man. They know exactly who his go-to guy is out wide, and they're doing a great job of mixing up coverage, taking that away. Listen, this QB doesn't have to go to him.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. He'll take it on the return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. They'll send the back in motion. On the snap, it's Bear. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Back has it. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Wide receiver going in motion.
Let it go!
To the ground to try to pick up the first. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. The Ducks will try to move the chains on 4th down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. More to throw for it on 4th down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
How many times do you see receivers catch the ball and dance and you get so annoyed because you're like, dude, do you see the yellow line? Go and get it. Really nice job by the receiver with the second effort, getting the extra yards and getting the first down.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's into the open down the middle. The 30. He's at the 20. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Michigan.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
Lining up to add another. Right down the middle. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. He'll bring it out. It's Davison. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a...
Pulls it in on the right. Off and running. The 20. He's at the 10. He is in! Touchdown, Oregon! He's in the house for the 6th time in this game.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And the extra point was good. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown, just like that. He'll bring it out. It's Mark. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Unloads it downfield. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, 4th quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
Here's Underwood to throw. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, Go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Bryce Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. Fires on the move. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. Going for it all. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Here's Moore to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Moore. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Ducks racing to the line in the hurry up. Moore to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6.
Number 97, set to kick this one away.
And he'll bring it back. And the returner goes down. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Underwood throws to the tight end. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Got a man in the middle. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. The run inside. It's Bear. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conserved because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently, their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Fielded in the end zone, it's Marsh. So here comes the Michigan offense. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity giving the foot.
He's going for a big play downfield. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the fourth quarter, getting your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
Gets it out quickly. Breaks into the open. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. And the Ducks want to move quickly. And at this point, the defense looks as if they've been in one of those dizzy bat races. They've got no idea where the ball's coming from. He's over 500 yards passing.
Yeah, this is a Heisman Trophy level performance from this guy. The accuracy, the decision-making, the athleticism, everything has been on display.
The Ducks signal for their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game.
Other scores around the country.
The Ducks right after the huge play through the air back to the line. Throwing more. Catch in the middle. It's Johnson. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3. That last completion left them with 2nd and 3. Let's see how aggressive they are. Moore, play action. Looking to scramble. Hauls it in. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback may change this route. Moore will throw. Fires to the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
And he made the extra point without problem. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone. It's Marsh. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Throwing, Underwood, now improvising. Here's a throw downfield late. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. He's taking a deep shot. Makes a deep grab. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. And Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, it was not a good day.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Now Oregon will call its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. 4th down, Underwood. He's moving out of the pocket. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
Well, I know when the defense goes back and watches this film, it's not going to be perfect, but that was the stop they needed, right, David? You got two great offenses going back and forth. You just got to be able to break serve once, and the defense did it here at the very end. No matter how you do it, I know the stats weren't great, but the most...
He'll take the deep shot. Makes the grab at the 10. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they tacked on the extra point. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Might be looking to run. He takes a chance and fires it across the field. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. They'll throw it from the red zone. Lets it fly. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. The play in the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20 on a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Moore to the air. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 30. He's at the... Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown in the final play. The denouement. The epilogue. The finishing touch.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. It's the Oregon Ducks and the Washington Huskies. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
The most beautiful views from the water on Lake Washington, Husky Stadium, is something special. You can see the lake, the mountains. You can see it all from kickoff. This is one of the most glorious views in all of college sports. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. And the Ducks ready to kick it away first. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Williams. Quarterback extends the play. On the move, he fires. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D. For decades, Washington dominated this rivalry. Then 1994, and the pick by Kenny Wheaton took it to the house. And since that moment, this rivalry has been on.
It's been so much fun to watch. For years, it had conference championship implications. We've seen Heisman Trophy implications in this one. More recently, college football playoff implications as well. Always fun when these two teams get together.
And it doesn't matter what conference they're in. We're always watching this matchup. All eyes are on this match. They don't like each other. A lot of animosity. The coaches don't like each other. The players don't like each other. This is going to be a great ball game.
And you'd like to see the quarterback find his rhythm early. So far, so bad. 3rd and 10. Right down the middle. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these wins.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. It's Williams again. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Throwing on the run. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover.
Well, the defense came into this game.
Oregon Ducks and the Arizona Wildcats. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Hey guys, even though they will have a home field advantage, Coach told me before the game, he knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Guys?
Okay, Holly. Arizona will boot it away to start this one. He'll bring it out. It's Davison. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Dante Moore coming out aggressively. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Makes the grab. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Ducks want to crank the tempo. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Moore will throw. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
And how about that play by the defense here early in this game, opening drive, facing one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football, and they're able to get an interception. That is going to be massive for their confidence in this game.
They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. Tough run across the 5. He'll get it all the way out to the 8-yard line.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6.
Reese, never a doubt. Are you kidding me? He had a 2-yard cushion there. Like, he knew exactly where he was on the field, trying to throw the ball down the field, create some space, right, to make it easier for your play caller. Quarterback gets sacked, but thank goodness it wasn't a safety.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure.
Guys, look at this. A surprise. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, going to the air. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Looking to pass. It's Fafita. Complete. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Arizona in a hurry. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Working that left side now. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
It's caught. Still on his feet. Touchdown, Arizona. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Coming out with it, it's Davison. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Moore. Sends it downfield. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Moore to the air. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And for a defense, it's not always about sacks, but sometimes it's about getting that quarterback off his spot where he feels very comfortable, and they get him flushed outside of the pocket. And good perimeter defense. He rolls to the right. Everybody's still covering their guys, moving across the field with the QB.
Snags it, and he's open. Past the 20. All the way. Touchdown, Ducks.
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field. Uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I'll tell you what, as a defense, you got to respect it. You got to get more eyeballs on it and more attention to it.
He'll bring it out. It's Ross. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking for room. It's Craig. Got enough for the first. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Well, this isn't the start this guy envisioned. We're only in the first quarter, and already this guy has 2 drops in the game. He's got to get his mind right.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Looking for a man. It's Fafita. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Ducks! And they turn it into a defensive score. That's one of those plays you put a highlighter beside. It can really swing a game.
100%. There's a couple plays a game where you go back and you look and you're like, man, that changed the whole outcome. What an unbelievable play by the defense, not just to get the turnover, to score the points off of it.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. He'll bring it out. It's Ross. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Backed up now, here's second and long. They'll run it to the right. And they'll knock him down.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now softened them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on third down? And a lot of times, man, it's about big.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own. Great field position.
And I tell you what, I can justify when it's really short, but when it's fourth and medium on your side of the territory, man, that success rate continues to plummet down, and now they've just set this offense up in really good position.
Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking down the middle. It falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of the period. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Makes the grab over the middle. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The Ducks moving quickly to the line. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The offense knocking on the door, first and goal. Punch it out of the air, and he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And the extra point is good. Fielded in the end zone, it's Ross. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here and make something happen on this side of the football.
And the timing just a hair off.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Fires left. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
The Wildcats use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. They're throwing for it on fourth down. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
And I don't know how to explain that one. Fourth down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
Quick hitting end around on first and goal. Touchdown, Ducks! And they take it in for 6 more points. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. This is ultra aggressive. Still in the first half, got the lead and going for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. The Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Running inside. It's Craig. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Works the middle. And he's got the first down. Good pickup on the play there. And now we'll see what they do coming out of the 2-minute timeout. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To throw, it's Fafita. Under fire. And they got him.
Well, this offensive coordinator has to be scratching his head because he's trying to keep his quarterback protected. He's trying different things, sliding the offensive line, keeping tight ends and running backs in, chipping, going empty, and getting the ball out quickly, but it's not working. They're just losing the one-on-one battles up front, and in the second half looking forward, I don't know if they're going to be able to fix it.
Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf, it'll be third down.
Man, as you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it.
What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Well, this guy came ready to play today, man. That is an unbelievable diving catch. He has been unstoppable today. Over 100 yards receiving already. Doesn't matter where he lines up. If you're going to make catches like that, you're going to get a lot of throws coming your way. We've still got a lot of football to go, guys.
And, man, how many times are we going to call his name today? He has been so much fun to watch. Got a couple of sacks. Add another tackle for a loss here. He has been all over the field, and he has made some serious plays for this defense.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Wildcats! He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. So a drive that started just beyond midfield, only 49 yards, and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hill. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Here's Moore to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Got a first down. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Bringing the heat. And down he goes. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. Throwing more. Unloads to the wideout. Wideout trying to get it in. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. Moore will throw. The screen, he's got wheels. Touchdown, Ducks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. Insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Ross. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. defense in press coverage. Jet sweep headed to the edge. And he's not going anywhere as this defense has no plans to give up a big play before the half. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll stop him short of the first down. It brings up 4th, but the defense doesn't have any timeouts and can't stop the clock. And the Ducks will kick it off to start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Ross. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. It's like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Guys, look at this. A surprise. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, trying to find his man. And they gambled in their own end.
Fourth down. Number 53 on the field goal. timeout for first down. Touchdown, Oregon. Number 14 with the grab and the score. The kicker is on for the extra point. The two-point attempt is no good. That keeps the score. Oregon 13, Texas Tech 10. Timeout, Texas Tech. Number 3, set to kick off. Return brings it out to the 16. And Texas Tech Red Raiders will take over on first and 10. Recover. And they'll set up for the first and goal. Brings up second and goal. Also one broke play. It's now third and goal. Number 53 on the field goal. The kick is good. That makes the score 48. Texas Tech, 41-yard line. Good enough for a first down. Gain of 18. That's a first down for the offense. The ball carried by the quarterback. Gain of 14. First down for the offense. Running back with the carry. Gain of 12. And a first down for the offense. Touchdown, Oregon. Number 14 with the catch and score. The kicker is on for the extra point. Number 3, set to kick it off. Timeout, Texas Tech. Number 53 on the field goal. Timeout, Oregon. Number 53 on the field goal. Number 3, set to kick off. Coming up, 4th down. Brings up 2nd down. A loss of 19 on the play. 3rd down coming up. Brings up 4th and goal. Running back the ball carrier. They go backwards on the play. It's a turnover on downs. to the wideout. Gain of 24. And that's a first down for the offense. That's the end of the third quarter of play. This is the score. Oregon 28, Texas Tech 18. He runs out of bounds at the 24-yard line. And that's good enough for a first down. Touchdown, Oregon. Number 11 in the end zone. Texas Tech, 18. Returner brings it out to the 22. And your Texas Tech Red Raiders will take over. 1st and 10. Brings up second down. The sideline pass on second down was complete. Bobby left. Brings up third down. Towards the receiver is incomplete. Now, fourth down. Huge loss on the play. Result of the play is a turnover on downs. Timeout, Oregon.